And I think we can do a lot of disruption by really democratizing all these tools, because it really has never been easier. And we can have a look under the hood of some of these things too. So if you've thought, coding is not for me, data analysis not for me, these are all exciting things and everyone's ploughing on ahead, but I might be getting left behind, this hopefully might be the video series that can bring you along, and then your own ideas how you use this stuff and how you use the data out there will be the most disruptive, open potential to change things.
Well, I've just got lots of ideas myself, just excited to see it, see what we can do with them.
So let's break it down into tiny chunks, really tiny chunks. The first things first is the format we'll try and do this with is that, Chris, would you agree that you've not had much experience in any of this?
No.
I've had a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm a software developer or anything like that. I've done a bit of coding in the research that I've done previously. And now, thanks to large language models that essentially write the code for you, anyone can do it. And you just showing you that stepwise pattern of how you can get from having no experience of it into actually doing it yourself. Hopefully that walkthrough will lead to exciting things. So now, step one, get thoroughly caffeinated, which we've done already before the video started. And step two, so this is now going to be download. We're going to download a program in which the codes can run. Now, there is something to be said for just using things like ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot. There's so many models out there. You can just ask it to do everything, which is fine, absolutely fine. But I think there's actually an opportunity here to look under the hood. Now, some people, there's different ways of doing it. Some people are quite happy to let the tools get on with things and they will just take the answers at the other end. If you're the kind of person that wants to kind of use this as an opportunity to look under the hood, understand a bit more about what's going on, what's being analysed, and hopefully you might be able to pick up on any problems that AI might be having in what it's giving you as an output, because that does happen, then you'll have a better understanding. You won't be so reliant on AI giving you the answer and then you just saying, well, I guess that's that then. So step one is to get the coding environment. This is basically a program. If you've opened an app or just downloaded anything new, you will have done this over and over again. So we'll start with R this time. We might just do it again with Python on a different occasion, but we're just going to start with R. So all you have to do is Google RStudio download. As Chris is doing here. And yep, that'll take you that top one. Or download RStudio, second one, that's fine. And then based on whether you've got, I think you've got
Mac OS,
that's the one.
It's blocked, so let's download it anyway.
And we are painstakingly taking you through every step, so absolutely nothing's missed out. We'll do it in little chunks, so if you already have RStudio or you're like, I don't need to see this, please skip on. But this is just to go from I've got nothing on my computer to I will have RStudio working. Now, R and Python, you might have come across these languages. These are free, completely accessible environments in which to use these languages. RStudio is an environment in which to use the R language, and it was initially used for a lot of statistics, mathematical calculations. Python's a bit broader. We're going to start with R today because that's what I'm most familiar with, and we'll just show you how it gets running once it's downloaded, which is imminent.
Okay.
Great.
We just drag it down.
That's it. Just as you would with pretty much every other application on a Mac OS system. And the equivalent for PCs. This is pretty much teaching how to suck eggs, but I know that sometimes these things can feel daunting, especially if the word coding is dropped in it. Great.
Double click.
Now, it might actually say that you haven't downloaded R as well, which I've come across with. So you've downloaded, yep, it's like you've downloaded the RStudio, but you haven't downloaded R per se.
Oh, it's working.
And my lack of the exact technical jargon is going to be quite important to really show you that you can do this.
First script has been deleted on me. Should we close this file now?
Yep.
Okay.
Fine. Good. So now let's just get rid of that first script.
Just close it.
Because
Don't save it. Yeah.
Right, now just open RStudio again. So for complete transparency, I did get Chris to have a go at writing one script before. This was many months ago, and somehow his computer's remembered it. So he's opened up that script, but that was at a time where you weren't able to use
okay, I think
large language models.
Oh no, it's still got some data in there. Should we just
you
go
can get
new?
New file's good.
New R script.
New R script, yeah. And what you can do here is there are these little brushes to wipe everything clean. So if you just click on those, I'll get rid of everything in the environment. So do you want to remove everything? Yes, we do. And that just tidies everything up for you again. You can do the same thing down there. Good. So this is RStudio. This is the end of video number 1, actually. Pretty much, that's how easy it was. But this is we'll have a bit of a chat through what this is. But we just want to get you to here. This is going to be the thing in which everything you get ChatGPT or whichever language, whichever AI interface you're using, you're going to copy and paste the script that it will write for you into this top left-hand corner box, and then magic's going to start happening. All right. So, in a nutshell, we'll go through what's happening. So, with the cursor, if we can show you on the top left, this is where you write the actual script itself. So now that's a new script file.
Okay.
I'll go back a second and explain what a script is. On the right, top right, is where certain data sets or things that you drag in. So if something is calculated and it's now a new table of numbers, for example, it will be in there, or your first table of numbers, it'll be in there. Bottom left is the console. So that's the part which is doing the processing. So whatever you have in the script on the top left will be executed and run in the bottom left bit. And bottom right is where you can ask it for help, and it will display any pictures and graphs. Okay. So that's an overview of what those 4 boxes are, but it makes it a lot easier to kind of work with it. Now, what is a script? A script is essentially the code, and that's another jargon, I suppose. What you're trying to do is speak to the computer to get it to do something, and you have to speak to the computer in specific languages. Now, R and Python are actually very intuitive languages in that they use a lot of the way that they are laid out makes a lot of sense just from if you can read and write English. So it looks a lot like you are talking to the computer. Some of the older languages like C, C++, Fortran, they were, as far as I'm concerned, very indecipherable. And those are very heavy-duty programming languages where you can't really tell immediately from looking at it. Now, R and Python are much easier, as I said, and the script is basically a set of instructions. And like a Word file, for example, you can edit the instructions that you're going to tell the computer. Maybe you'll do a bit of it and it'll say, actually, this doesn't work, or this didn't make sense to me. And then you change the part of the script again. And then as you modify that script, you then know that you've got a set of instructions that work every time, so that the next time you want it to do a certain analysis or plot out a graph, then you can just open up that script, put in the data that you had, or even different data, and it will still go through the same thing. Okay. So hopefully that should cover the basics of just getting started from having nothing on your computer whatsoever to having RStudio. It was as easy as that.
Okay.
Fine.
Sounds good.
So cool. So let's start again.
Go to ChatGPT.
So hello again, this is video 2 now. So we're moving on from video 1 where we showed you how to go from having nothing on your computer to downloading RStudio. And RStudio is now open with these 4 blank boxes of possibility, which we're going to fill with AI code. And just as an example, we might do some other examples as it come to mind, because obviously different examples will appeal to different viewers, and you'll get different ideas of how to use things, but one that you wanted to start off with was just looking at data that's quite easily available from looking at gold value over the past year and comparing that against the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
And so with stuff like that, especially with stocks, values, sports, those kind of things, numbers are all over the place. There's entire channels showing you graphs. So those numbers are definitely there. It's just about how much access we have to them and what we can do with them.
Yeah.
So Chris, we've started with having nothing on your computer, so having our studio. So we'll go back to ChatGPT now and start asking it the questions.
So, new chat.
So a good way of starting it is just to let it know what we're working with and what we intend to do. So could you please help write an R script is how I often start things. And whilst Chris is doing that, I think there's an interesting discussion to be had as to whether you're polite to your AI or not.
Well, I saw a little meme where someone's, in the dystopian future where the robot's taken over, they said, "Oh no, he said please, let's not kill him."
Yeah.
But then another robot said, "No, he wasted runtime with the please, so he's got to die."
It's good. There is an argument that there's a lot of energy usage just for the pleases and thank yous.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm still going to be polite. It's my default. Great. So please help write an R script. So we've told it what we wanted to do, and we just say I want to plot a graph to understand how the NASDAQ value has changed over the past year, and on the same graph, gold value.
Not the same. Or plot or compare?
Yeah, that's fine.
Plot. The gold price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Time to plunder on the high seas of data. Copy that.
Copy that. Save it as an R script. I think we could just paste it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So now you're scripting.
Nice.
And in later videos, we can look under the hood a bit more as to what each of these things are. What's really great about AI is that it breaks it into sections and tells you exactly what it's doing.
Yeah, I was looking at this. It's quite. I mean, even I can understand that here. It's going to Yahoo.
Yeah.
To look up these.
Yeah.
What's this symbol? IXIC. I'm just gonna.
So we'll tell you that as well. Get symbols. So that'll be.
Oh, is that where it's getting the data
Yeah.
from? Oh, okay.
So you can always, ask the details.
Yeah.
So now, if you go to the second part of what the responses were, run in our studio. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we can customize the plots at a later stage, but just to keep it simple now, just to show you how easy that was, let's go back to our studio, and then just click the run button at the top, or just here in that.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay, so you're going to have to. Oh, that's because you've just highlighted that. So it thinks that you just want to run that. So
right.
Another thing that I almost do out of habit is, you probably don't need to do this, but I like. I just select the whole lot. Or if you run it without clicking on anything, that should do the job. Just start from the top. This trackpad is exquisitely sensitive.
Jacked it right up to.
Hold on. If you can just select the whole lot.
I'm going to go.
Is it still on? Yeah.
And run.
And now.
Oh, it needs quant mod.
So the only other thing that needs to happen at the top. This is the only other bit, I promise, is that all of these tools in R need a package.
Right.
And the package, this is why R is great. It's free, and people keep making these packages all the time. So consider it like it's a tiny bit of software, if you like, that people keep releasing. And so the first thing you need to run this, the required library, is called quant mod. So you can put install packages. I think it should just be a package. Yep. So if you just if you go above line 1, this is the only actual bit of additional coding you'll have to do. And so here's your first bit of coding for the script. If you put install packages, install dot packages, and it's going to autofill that. So select that. And then in the brackets, you're going to put quotation marks.
Single.
I think that should be fine. And just put spell quant mod exactly as it was. Yep. And then if you just run that top line,
you just
select that and run that top line. So it's installing it. Good.
Do you want to
install from sources the packages which need compilation? Yes.
Okay.
So yes to that. Good. So now at the top of the scripts that ChatGPT or whichever other platform you're using will tell you, it will tell you which packages are needed for that recipe, for example. So if you consider it like ingredients, this is what you need to do is the shopping to do this recipe. So you'll just have to install each one of those. So it's doing a heck of a lot of installing at the moment. These files are usually quite small actually, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I reckon the quant mod one's probably like got a hell of a lot of mad financial stuff on it.
Yeah, I think so. But it's still less than graphics. Yeah, this will all be just characters and numbers. And it's still going, so you can see here, there's a little stop icon if it's still processing something. Once that's stopped, you're good to go. So now, if you select the rest, and then run that.
Oh, cool.
I can't see the gold prices on there.
I can't see the gold.
But let's make this a bit bigger and let's see whether there is something. But this is, can you see how easy? My whole point is, how long ago did you not have RStudio on your computer? And now you had one query.
Coding, yeah.
And now you can start modifying the code as much as you want. So why don't we tell ChatGPT that I plotted it, but the gold didn't turn up. Please help. Gold.
I did as you said.
I ran the script. I did as
Can I put in a sarcastic voice in brackets? I did as you said.
Just remember that in the future.
Skynet. I did as you said.
Master.
Is that too much? I did.
Go for it. I did as you said. But it plotted NASDAQ, but not gold. Can you please help?
Please, can you help? Different trading.
And there we go. Updated script.
Okay, right. Copy and paste.
Yep. So now if you get rid of everything, completely, and so now we're starting again. Now what packages do we need? Go to the top. So we'll just add in our bit again. But actually you've already downloaded QuantMod.
So you don't need to.
So you shouldn't need to, but in case we do, we'll just type in that install.packages again. But we might not need to. Let's try it without for now.
Okay.
And just
run.
Run the whole thing. Yeah, so it said library QuantMod. Do the whole thing again.
Did that do it?
Let's go to another thing we can do is let's clear everything.
Yeah.
So using those, remove everything that was there before because we had one analysis from before. And this one here as well. Get rid of that plot so that we're and clear what's in here as well. Cool.
Run.
Yeah, let's give that a go.
Okay.
Still not doing it for some reason.
No.
So it is something in the LMG. Let's have a quick click.
Yeah.
Sometimes just adjusting the plot can change what you're able to see.
Is there a table of the data?
Add gold line. Oh yeah, so here, as part of the script, it will bring in all the data it's used. So if we look at gold, this is...
So it's getting the data?
It's got the data, yeah. So it's all there. It's, for some reason, just not plotting it on the same... Now, if you go back to ChatGPT and see what it said about...
Is it? Oh, we can check it is the same year, the same date period for that data.
Yeah.
Is it saying I think that's what it's saying here about check align dates.
Yeah, it says, but this script should do that.
Oh yeah.
Let's try this. Plot on separate y-axis for different scales. Yes, please.
Enhance script using the new par new true technique. Copy.
Yeah.
And
then go straight back to Untitled 1.
Select all.
Just get rid of everything.
Paste.
And then why don't we clear everything in here so that we've not got any confused data sets that might get pulled in.
Yeah.
So starting from scratch.
Run.
Maybe select the whole lot.
Well,
there we go.
So what did that do?
So I think what it's done is change the y-axis, so you weren't able to see.
Oh yes.
So this is much smaller.
Yes.
Now,
so it's just plotted them to the same.
Over the same time frame.
Yes.
But as you can see, that the actual NASDAQ price is clearly much higher than the gold price ever got to over that same period of time.
Yeah.
So per unit of whatever is being measured here, the max here for gold was 300.
Yeah.
And over the same period of time. So that's why you wouldn't have seen gold before.
Interesting. So
now, if you want to get, we don't need to because this will probably make everyone turn off straight away. But you could get them on the same graph in theory by just transforming the numbers and taking logs of them. But that's getting a bit unnecessarily mathematical about it.
Well, I thought it would have done that but maybe we just didn't word it right.
Yeah, exactly. If you worded it properly and said, could you, because they'll be on different scales, could you apply a transformation? And it would have done it. But you're getting to see the trend anyway. And that NASDAQ drop that's quite clearly there after March, the gold price has gone up exactly.
Yeah, although this goes from 220 to 300, so that's... Yeah. I was just wondering, how percent-wise it would have varied, but I just wondered why I was trying to figure out why it's picked those figures, but those are the figures from that day, isn't it?
Well, you want to know about percentages?
Yeah.
Well, that's the best next question to ask. Go back to ChatGPT, and this is great. I always give it a bit of flattery.
This is great.
Could you please show me?
Smiley face. I've got some emojis. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, could you please customize it by looking at percentage changes rather than absolute values?
Looking at percentage changes.
There we go again.
Okay. Copy.
And why don't we save that first script? So this is a good example. This is why scripting is important, because that was the third script that worked. Now, we can get rid of the first two because they didn't show us the gold price. But this one we know now shows us the gold price. Now, when you've got a script, you can now just change the data that goes in. Let's say in 2 years' time, we want to know between July and May. In 2 years' time, in theory, you can just put in the new data set as the input going into that same script, and you'll get what it is for that period in time. So the recipe, once the recipe is right, the script recipe is right, then you don't need to change. So let's just save that one.
Save as?
Yeah.
NASDAQ versus gold.
Yep.
Okay, so we just clear everything off.
You clear it all up.
Paste. Run.
Let's clear that as well. And then what we got at the top. So what do we need? What are the ingredients for this in the library packages?
Just
Still quant mod. Good.
Yeah.
So we should just be able to run it. There you go. Percentage changes. How easy.
Yeah.
This was not accessible even 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and this is rapidly changing. So now really the iron is hot. The time to strike is now. There is so much data available, and it's so easy to answer the questions that you want to answer. And we'll try a few more use cases in the next video, but I think we'll probably stop it there.
Yeah.
I think I've made my point.
Yeah. Great.